Sarah is my oldest daughter who died at the age of 16 from non-Hodgkin's lymphoma with a leukemia relapse, which is a form of childhood cancer. She was very vibrant and energetic. You know, she was a high school cheerleader. Actually, she was a cheerleader all through middle school as well. The mission is to build a freestanding children's hospice and respite care facility, or actual house, that is more like a home atmosphere for children who have life-limiting or life-threatening illnesses, to provide that quality of care and support to their families for hospice, respite, and perhaps transitional care. Sarah's foundation actually started in 1999, shortly after she lost her battle with childhood cancer. It was actually called the Sarah Zepernick Childhood Cancer Foundation when it was established. Its mission at that time was to bring about awareness for childhood cancers of all types, and to raise continued research funding for Children's Hospital Hematology Oncology Department. It transitioned actually to Sarah House mission in 2006, February of 2006, because I started seeing a missing link from hospital to home, or a great need for the children and the families in our community who needed an occasional rest time, or end-of-life care, when sometimes home isn't always the best place for a child or families in that situation. So it changed its mission at that time. Well, currently we are in the process of kicking off a capital campaign, or planning to do so. So any major fundraising events have not taken place to date. We have had a few third-party events, a couple little fundraising events through shopping, little parties, things like that, but nothing too major yet. The capital campaign will actually be publicity out in the community to say, hey, we are going to build a place like Sarah House. This is what we need. It's probably going to take about $4 to $5 million to actually build the house. And then we would like to have a couple million, $2 million set aside for the endowment fund that would provide care for families who perhaps didn't have the funds or the insurance to cover the cost to stay at Sarah House. Strongest need for volunteers right now will always be with our events committee, such as for fundraising, doing informational events, helping with administrative tasks like mailings, newsletter, things like that. Learn more about Sarah House, where our timeline is, where we began, where we are now. They can visit the website at www.sarahhousecincy, and that's Sarah with an H, House, Cincy, CINCY.org for more information.